Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Wavy, or Professor Virtuoso, and I will be teaching this How to Drip 101 class. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning how to tie or lace your Jordan 1 to make them look like the Union 1 laces. So, let's take a look at the Union 1 Jordan. As you see here, the Jordan is, it has black laces at the bottom and white cream laces at the top. However, this is one lace. It is dyed with two different colors to kind of give it that look. I don't have Union 1s, and most of you probably don't either. So today, we're going to take that inspiration and make our own version. I just want to give a quick shout out to Thomas the Franchise for giving me this idea to do this video. I know you said you were going to do a lace tutorial, but I have not seen it yet. So I went ahead and I decided to make this one. But if Thomas the Franchise's lace tutorial is up, I will go ahead and link it in the description. And yes, so that is where the inspiration comes from. I'm not taking any credit. Just like in my Jordan 1 lace video, if you haven't seen that one, check that out as well. It's not quite like this, but it is a good video. But like I said, in that video, I gave credit to Style Like K on Instagram for kind of inspiring that lace tutorial. So class, we're gonna go ahead and get right in it today. First of all, I want to give you an example of what the lace style looks like. Here are my Jordan 1 UNC Obsidians, whichever you may call them. Here's my pair here. And as you see, on the bottom of the shoes, you have the blue navy laces. In the upper portion, you have powder blue laces. This all looks great if you ask me. I am a huge fan. Well, it seems like a lot of people are too. I had a couple of comments on my last video on these to do a lace tutorial. So I'm bringing that to you guys because I love you guys so much. So these are already laced. I'm too lazy to unlace them and relace them. So what I'm going to do is start from scratch with my shadows. Yes, they are quite dirty, and yes, there is throw up on them. The throw up may not be from me, it may be from Delana, but we'll never know. So let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. So you will need three things for this. Obviously a shoe. Today we have a Jordan 1, but you could use whatever Jordan you would like, or shoe for that matter. Second is one pair of laces. And the second is another pair of laces at a different color. Really, this is a very, very easy tutorial. So, what you're going to want to do is start your laces however you wish. I start mine over, tucking in, but if you want to, you can do yours out, under, going over. I hope you can tell the difference between the two. That is my preference, but I recommend doing what feels best for you. I am a right to left, left to right kind of guy, but if you're the opposite, you do you. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up and lace these to the 5th hole. Yes, to the 5th hole, and stop right there. So bear with me 1 second as I lace these up. As you see, I've made a mistake. You can always go back and just thread the lace under or back over, depending on how you sew it. So, as you see, we have lace to the 5th hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what you're going to want to do here is stop lacing it with these black laces and grab your other colored laces. Or you can use this as your base lace, whichever color. Just use your base lace at the 5th hole and stop right there. So what we're going to do now we have this lace to the 5th hole. You want to go ahead and unravel your lace. If it's already unraveled, you're already ahead of the game. Congratulations. What you're going to want to do is go under on the shoelace through the shoe to keep that flow. You'll understand when I show you right here. So you have the 5th hole right here. You're going to want to put this shoelace through that hole. It may be a little tight, but you can get it in there. So you will have 2 laces coming out of the same hole if you didn't get that the first few times. You're going to want to take the long end and do the same thing to the other side. Like I said, it will be a little tight. With this middle part, you're going to want that to go behind the shoe to tuck away the laces so you don't have a funny looking bar going across. Once you have these laces through, you can go ahead and tuck your base lace into the sneaker. So, the laces are tucked, black laces on the bottom, the top lace is ready to go. So now, you're just going to want to continue the trend of the lacing that you were doing. So, I'm going to go over with my left. So, I'm going to start with my left again, go over to the right, and then from the right to the left. And here we get to a very controversial and now we get to one of the most controversial parts of the shoe. Is this little tab right here. Do you go over it or do you go through it? The choice is yours. But me, I'm a go through it kind of guy. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. You always want to make sure your laces are straight and flat. Nothing looks worse than a tacky lace. Do we have any questions? I haven't asked the class if we have any questions. No? Perfect. And you are going to want to go ahead and tighten these along as you go through, because you're not starting with that bar and can just pull it tight. Well, I guess technically you are, but you just want to make sure that this is tight and not loose, unless you like that style. I will lace this one with that loose style, but I'll continue to go with this cleaner, kind of tighter style. There's one thing you're going to notice is that there is still a ton of lace left. So this is your call on how you want to proceed. I will go ahead and lace this shoe up and then show you the different things you can do. So I've made it up to about this point here. I'm gonna try to make them a little bit looser. So here's what they look like quite a bit looser. One thing I want to say is if you do start going through and over instead of over and up, once you get to the point where you do have to start the other lace, you will have to go over and through the lace hole, because the laces sit already in the shoe instead of sitting outside of the shoe. So that's something you want to be mindful of. And also with this, I didn't use the tab you see right here. I did not use that. And with this, I'm just gonna go ahead and lay these over. Those are gonna dangle, and you'll have the loops inside. So your black lace is already tucked inside, and now the loop to this part is inside as well. It's not the most comfortable thing ever, but it looks amazing. Beauty is pain. So with this part here, like I said, I was going to do this as the tighter kind of tied one. I would not normally lace to this hole. I would stop right here and lace there, but I'm just trying to get rid of some extra lacing. So this is the part that gets technical. What you're going to want to do is make a knot. You're going to want enough lace to tie the shoe. So it's kind of your call on your judgment. I think that's about fine for me. So what I'm going to do here is make a knot. Push that through. And boom, I have a knot right here. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Something I didn't really mention, you're going to want the knot pretty close to the wall, the inside of the shoe. That way all of the lace doesn't come pulling out. So now that we have our laces, boom, boom, you tie. Like you would regularly tie your shoes. Boom, just like that. So, as you see here, we have the tied version. And here we have the loosey-goosey version. That does it for today's tutorial class on how to lace your Jordan 1s Union style. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and go ahead and comment about what you think about this style of videos that I have incorporated. Also, if you're new here, subscribe. If you're not new here, turn that notification bell on. I don't know what it does all the time, but other people say it, so turn that thing on. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. Subscribe if you're new, join the crew. I'm out of here. I will see you all soon. Don't ever play yourself, please. Have a good day.